He's got a better voice.
Iron Fortress.
Service Terran.
But a popular matchup this season.
My favorite matchup.
Microphone muted.
Alright, welcome everyone to this CTL game. On the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, from Team Confederation, playing as the Red Zerg, we have GreeD.
Yeah,
And then,
go Zerg.
and then sitting on the bottom right-hand corner of Iron Fortress, from Team Composite, playing as the Orange Terran, we have KTJulyTerran. What
Wonder
a
if,
weird name.
Yeah, I wonder if the Terran's name is Katie. K-A-T-I-E.
That'd be pretty interesting.
Born
What
in
can you
July.
tell us about this map?
Well, you can go down and get your natural and like every other map. I don't know. Nothing too special about it. Yeah.
Nice little setup.
No
here.
golds.
Easily able to wall off.
Yeah.
Zerg able to take second really easily. If they wanted to take it third, they can do that.
Yeah,
But
I just don't
it's
like
not,
the distance of the third on this map. You have to go for early creep.
it's. At least in my opinion, I don't think this is a Zerg favored map at all. The third is so far away. It takes a lot of creep tumors just to spread the creep far enough to reach the third.
Yeah, I like to go gasless in this one. Well, not gasless actually. I always get link speed.
Like just link speed and stop after
Yeah,
the
and
first
then
100.
stop and then use that for scouting and then get mass queens for this map so I can get that creep spread and wall off and.
Makes sense. Very reasonable why you would do that. The third's so far away. You have
and
go to the right where your opponent is, or you got to go up where it's farther, even further away.
Yeah, so
Then again, it's a 4-player map. Zerg players search in the opposite direction first, won't see anything. The second Overlord will go to the right. We'll see the player or opponent. SCV going to go to the left first, going to see the Zerg player off the first base. What a lucky draw for him.
Terran will know exactly what the Zerg is doing. Going for the gas, probably lean.
Yep.
He's gonna be ready for that. So, see what he does. Making a Reaper. That's gonna do some harassment, but he's gonna see that the Zerg will have a ling in time, so he's probably not gonna commit.
Nah, it won't commit to anything too early. Oh, the command center on the high ground being made. Don't want to make it on the low ground. No point to. Wall off is now done for Terran, so any early harassment, well, is now easily doable without some bangling. Fort. Factory being dropped.
Zerg could get his speed right now. See what he does with that gas.
Right now, the Zerglings are being baited off creep. We're going to lose both the Zerglings. 2 more Zerglings off creep are going to be baited. He should be able to kill both. Reaper beats Zergling off creep until speed is there. 4 Zerglings, 100 minerals were just demolished by this one Reaper, which can just regen his life whenever he feels like it.
Yeah, I don't like to send my lings off of creep in the early game without ling speed against those.
Nah, there's no point losing the.
Just send your queen up there and it'll stop all that. And then if the Reaper comes in, you have the ling.
Yep. No point of sending your mineral or wasting minerals such early in game.
Yep. Roach Warren coming down. He's gonna need to get quite a bit of saturation first before he can make some mass roaches.
Mass roach, yeah. One extractor can't do this by itself. Not enough gas.
So those might just be for safety right now. Safety roach one. Usually you want that down at around 6.
Yep. Aliens being made by by the Terran player. You want to send 2 off right away. Wall started for right outside the second. And we also have Starport being finished here really soon for a 1-1-1.
So you think he's going for a Banshee maybe? Right when this Starport finishes, put on that Tech Lab?
You know, it's very possible. Tech Lab's finished. Barracks was moved over, so let's see why not. Why not? Cloak and Banshee. Pretty reasonable play. doesn't have any vision of this happening.
Which is
We'll see what
great
happens.
on this map to take advantage of the Zerg. If the Zerg doesn't go for the creep spread on this map, then one, you already know he's gonna only do a 2-base timing. If you go Banshee and he doesn't have, right now he's checking, he only has 1 queen. So Banshee will be able to take that down easy.
For sure. And there's the cloak and there's the Banshee plus 2 Widow Mines. He is doing cloaked Banshee. Very well done. And especially, you know, especially in this position too. He's cross spawned.
Yeah, and the roaches are going to be able to do some damage.
Indeed.
There's quite a bit of roaches early on, actually, so
yeah,
they should be able to break down the wall, maybe have him do a lift.
The wall won't be able to be finished. He's going to make the second go, or lift, yeah. This bunker needs to be salvaged right now before it's too late. Before it gets destroyed, the supply depot should be...
Oh, actually, this Banshee is going to be the only saving grace for the Terran.
Indeed.
See what it can do to these roaches.
Hallie.
Not much. Really. Ooh.
Banshee now being revealed. Spore crawlers should be able to exactly relatively soon. Going to open up the port first. Before servings to be running. We're going to have this Banshee clean up these roaches, but more units are being streamed in at the moment. Widow Mine's not able to do anything, they're still in cooldown. SCV's being pulled off the middle. This is not looking good for our Terran player at the current moment.
Flame's just being streamlined in. Not much Terran can really do.
No. It was a bad, we didn't scout to see the early whip. Reaper really didn't get in there to be sacrificed to see what was up. When in doubt, sacrifice the Reaper.
Dude.
Every single SCV is being chipped away. Zerglings just outrun them. We have Banshees trying to clean up work here. They're doing what they can. Zerglings chipping away, destroying everything in sight. Going for the armor, going for the engineering bay. Even going for the Widow Mines.
It looks like KTJulyTerran went a little too greedy this time. Trying to just go for Banshees and went up into a armory. He's probably going to a mech after that, so was really just relying on tech and just catching the Zerg off guard without really scouting.
Yeah, there was not a lot of scouting on until the Hellions went in there and so finally saw the Roach Warren. In all honesty, should have just lost to, or sacrificed the Reaper to a round robin around the natural and main.
Yeah. Trying to make a comeback by supply blocking this Zerg, but not gonna do much.
Even the Zerg's pretty down too. That was kind of like an all-in with a little hit with the Banshees, so he was hoping that all one his type player would be able to finish off the player right away. It had great economic damage. He's relying on mules at the moment, which a lot of them are about to disintegrate off this map. 2 Cloak Banshees gonna go in, but we have 4 crawlers everywhere, so not a problem.
Alright, nice that the Zerg was ready for this. Some Zergs would have just not been ready in other games that I've seen.
Indeed. Even though they see the Banshees like, I got
And
this.
At that time, running a bunch of lanes up with Widow Mines, then just one in.
Oh, and there's the wall. Good timing. Hellions is gonna sit here and chip away at the Zerg and just retreat. No point of sitting there.
Banshee doing work at the bottom, trying to get rid of the being denied by those spores, so might be able to take down that hatch.
Uh-oh. Banshee is going to... Oh.
So this kind of looks like a good position for Terran actually now because of those mules just giving them infinite.
Indeed, but
Girls.
he lost both Banshees. Not really doing much. He killed 1 queen with those Banshees after that hold. While we have the Zerg player here denying the second right away, making him run up. Keeping him on 1 base.
Going for Mass Hellion, which the Zerg, once he gets his economy going, can always just switch into approach again and deny those Hellions, so...
Yeah, for sure. Still no creep spread though. It'd be nice to see some creep spread.
Yeah. That helps so much in this map. Yes, it in with both these queens out.
Spire going out, or Extractor on the way. I'll probably take the other two. Doing a complete wall off with another Roachborn and 2 more. And with 2 Evo Chambers. Doing a maximum of 2 Roachborns and 2 Evo Chambers.
And it looks like this wall is going to be perfect timing to stop these Hellions.
Indeed. It looks like the Queen does have enough energy for a transfusion to heal off this other Queen. See if that happens.
Oh,
and
just gonna allow him to come in and some links coming on. Fire.
Now the man being ripped apart by these Hellions. All these single drone being melted away. The Queen is not able to do anything. They're still sitting down there. The Zerglings are not done yet. They are now done. Let's clean it up, but without taking a little bit of a beating first. And back at the Terran's base, he has his second dropped again. Now starting to wall off. 2 Hellions, 2 Widow Mines. And it's all he owns to his army name at the moment. Just a handful of SCVs.
And Zerg, I would hope, would send 1 lane in at a time. Watch out. Oh, the unburrow.
Uh-oh.
Zerg is going to see that perfect timing.
And
oh.
good job. Good job. Still keeps a handful of Zerglings. They're just going to get hit the truck though. 2 Hellions away to guard.
So he's going to see the Hellions. He's going to see the second. It's starting to be mined on now. With those mules, he's going to know he's going to have a huge mineral income. I'd like to see more tech from the Terran. He hasn't really gone anything to really supply his units with, but
Indeed.
he hasn't really had the minerals to do so either.
About to have 5 mutas up on the map. They're going to do some nice harassment. We do have a couple missile turns ready to go, so the Terran player is good to go on. Good to go there. Mutas will poke, see the missile turns, probably turn home. Not much you can really do.
Only 2 base production for the mutas. He's going to need expanse shortly. The Zerg. I don't see that happening with the creep spread not happening.
Indeed. 5 mutas now poking away, doing whatever they can. Hitting the refinery, not being really guarding, making SCVs be pulled off the line. With the splash damage of the mutas, they still make killing off any SCV trying to repair the refinery. Almost sees that missile turret be done. It was running home. Wall off almost done for the Terran, or Terran player. Has 1 more section to go. Has a tank for defense. 2 Widow Mines sitting there. Not much the Zerg player can do at the moment, except for taking a third and building up his economy.
He can't even really expand right now because the base is so far away without that creep. Those Hellions are just going to be able to go in and destroy all of the drones.
Indeed.
Put out some roaches and then do a little push, get that creep going, and that third done.
Indeed, we have this. One Widow being taken out. Nice harassment going on. Taking down these takes as they're poking out.
Great pick of the tank. That was awesome.
2
Tank
tanks
right outside
just
the missile range.
doing whatever he can by the mutas, and they're picking away picking off add-ons. And we also have these Hellions that's being dominated. They're a blue flame, but still they don't do much damage. Took down, maybe they did. Took down a lot of the drones at the second. But then again, even though GreeD, the Zerg player, has 1,000 minerals banked up, so he can just free drone out really easily.
He's got a healthy supply of mutas right now, and he doesn't want to lose those to Widow Mines, so he's going to need to get an overseer in there.
Yep. Unless,
he picked one off.
One off. Just keeps on harassing and makes the Widow Mine unburrow.
This can be upsetting for the Terran, just relying on those missile turrets and allowing all these gaps to let the mutas float around.
Indeed. Oh, and he's going to get the other Widow Mine. Slowly, there's Thor is probably going to not really do much here. It's going to be demolished.
But
not really much a Terran player can do versus these mutas. They're not ready for mutas at all. Even 5 mutas is pretty upsetting. GreeD just sitting on 2 bases. Just controlling mutas. We have Widow Mines trying to be made. We have Vikings trying to be made. We have everything trying to be made. Just nothing is working at all. More metas being queued up. Zerglings being queued up. Just everything being queued up. Looks in great favor for the Zerg player. 84 supply to 42. Not really much of an army for the Terran player. One Window Mine. That's about it. 2 aliens.
The Zerg could just get an Overseer to go through and clear up all these little mines. He could just streamline Zerglings in there and just destroy everything.
Oh, nice shot by the Window Mine. Not going to do much though. Mutas can regenerate, so we'll just sit and slowly regenerate.
With that barracks gone, there's going to be no way to stop the anti-air. So it's pretty much a game over right now.
Indeed. Starport's gone as well. You have one factory, but it looks like it's going to be picked off right now.
Hellions looking to see what they can do, but
try to go away, but should be able to pick it off before anything's done. We have Overseers eating everything. And there he goes. No army production facilities at all. A Starport's in production. That is out there.
Got Things and Queen at home ready for this Hellbat push, but not going to do much. Mutas can come home in time. And even if so,
given the slow, you're going to get a chance, or a chance, player chance to rebuild a little bit. But all I can do is static defense. Static defense is going to go so far.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of banks stacked up. He's getting his third now, the Zerg, and it's starting to look pretty healthy for GreeD right now. And
if he really wanted to,
if
he really wanted to, he'd just make a swarm of Zerglings on him. There's nothing stopping him. There's more anti-air than there's more anti-ground.
GreeD just confirming his victory here by getting rid of all these supply depots and whatever else. There.
Yep. Kicking off one missile turn. Kicking off another missile turn. Losing a lot of mutas, but gives up, runs away. Ooh. Nice shot by that Widow Mine.
Good Widow Mine placement there.
Muta's gonna sit there. He's gonna probably make some more Zerglings. Be the best thing to do. Making a Bangly Nest, some Spine Crawlers. Making sure he has it all down. He's not out of the blue yet. Terran player can easily come back with a couple go to Widow Mine shots or whatnot. That's Starport being caught out of place. It's going to fall by itself. And any facility after that's going to be the factory with one floor being built.
Terran has a bunch of banks stacked up. He could spend his minerals on mass barracks, get some mass marines out, but
indeed,
Marines are trying to do any of that.
Marines are a good little counter to mutas.
Probably to be great with stim, combat shields, some medevacs, Thors.
Yep. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen at all.
Creep Shrek could be better, but isn't really needed right now. He has full map control and he has so many mutas.
Oh yeah, just more currently being made. There's another swarm of mutas joining the main force. Scouting the map, making sure there's nothing going up. I'm gonna go back to GreeD's base and just poke around.
Still hasn't gotten upgrades, GreeD.
Yeah, if you're ahead, you know the saying, if you're ahead, just get ahead, or more ahead. Get upgrades, won't hurt you.
Yeah. Terran's going +1 for the vehicle and ships for map.
Yep.
Only one barracks.
Widow Mine going to see this army, and boom. Gonna fly through all these missile things. Slowly picking them down. It would be great to pick down that engineering bay to stop the missile turret production. Thor is now coming in, attacking the Thor, or mutas. Factory going to not fall, let the Thor finish.
SCV immediately repairing that factory, so good hold from KTJulyTerran.
Indeed.
Holding the second base pretty well. I didn't think it'd stay that long, but
not at all.
GreeD just didn't get rid of the front. Not get rid of these supply depots and bunker, and we could have streamlined any unit anymore. there. But those Widow Mines were probably scary, and
Yeah.
get rid of those.
Our SCV is under
But
attack.
we do have a nice healthy Zergling army and Roach army sitting there at the main, just currently being made. About to, could be any time attacking the natural. I don't see why not. He's way far ahead. 141 supply to 49. He's double or even quadruple the supply of the Terran player.
And Nidus on this map could be utilized if
Yeah, why not? Oh, Widowmine. That Widowmine doing a great job. Yep, now getting picked off.
So Terran's going to be infinitely expanding from this point on, and now it's just waiting waiting for Terran to just push out, and which he is right now, and he's probably going to lose his arm.
Indeed. Upgrades now being taken. Zerg army just getting bigger. Trying to take a third. Doesn't have a main anymore for minerals.
Doing those
Second
upgrades
almost
as well.
done. And now we have the Zerg army fully being moved out. Whole bunch of roaches. Whole bunch of Zerglings. Might see some banglings, but they're not even needed. This army can just wipe out anything that's happening. And here we go.
Great, Muta picked up the tank before you could get any shots.
Indeed, Muta falling right from the stores, but no the ground is there. And that is GG by KTJulyTerran.
Good job
Well
from
done
GreeD.
by our Zerg player.
Yeah, that was a good match. Pretty straightforward.
Yep,
They're
good Muta
just-
control. Just
Yeah,
kept the
great Muta
Mutas,
control.
kept the Mutas in the natural and main. After the first, a little engagement there ended. After he lost his Banshees, there's not really much the Terran player could have done to keep on harassing the Zerg.
Yeah, so good game from both players, and congratulations to ConFed GreeD.
Indeed. Congratulations, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.